Uh, uh, are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going, right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already! Atsuko in Lea Harbor! She's from Inazuma! Let's see what she has to say.
Hopefully it'll be fine. I just hope it doesn't get picked up at all. That's what I just hope for. And push comes to shove. Okay.
Push comes to shove, oh god.
I'm just worried about the music getting louder again.
I've been unbanned from the ethereal realm.
Hello.
It should be able to
I
be
mean,
heard.
good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local.
It's just mean.
Is there anything I can help you with?
But I know otherwise because of Custom Possible because of
So that's why you're
pretty
here.
noisy background.
Well,
People
there
being
is a
over.
way,
Great! We came to the right person!
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end.
36 minutes from
Then,
now.
but to my surprise, My journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me.
I was gonna get off like 40 minutes ago.
That's
Honestly,
right.
I've been
I
tired
escaped
enough
by
to
the skin of my
probably go to
teeth.
bed pretty
The fact that I'm
easily.
even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that
stay
the
up a little
gods were watching over me.
I mean, at this point, I don't think the others are coming on. Well, Jakao, that is. Well, he's most likely still up, but it's just not getting on, I guess, for whatever reason.
Oh, that's not what I'm waiting for. I was just like, I wasn't waiting for anything necessarily
What a
besides
horrible journey!
one thing.
And you set off knowing how
But
dangerous
Crescent
it
City
was?
might be back at some
Well,
point, but
Because everything is just too restrictive
only
over
maybe
there. The atmosphere
40
is
minutes
so
out.
stifling.
You're AFK.
The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't
Since
belong
I'm
there.
going to be up, we'll go make something to snack on in the meanwhile.
Kanjo
Careful.
Commission?
To pee.
What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Chising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma.
Goddamn.
And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed, but if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
You're right. Paimon's sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong. But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta go on the boat, but then the side quest will get activated, or like a plethora of side quests will get activated on the boat. And that's like, oh, you gotta do all this stuff if you just willy-nilly climb aboard the ship. All this stuff. Oh yeah, the one unique part right here. That like crumbles away. And then I think it just crumbles away forever and it never regens there. It's probably like one of the more unique structures in this game. Right there. Stuff that just crumble underneath.
Quite the find.
When usually that stuff is only like in domains or something. So to make it to the front of the ship, that's where I need to go. I have to like carefully navigate onto the ship without them being like, oh, you're not supposed to be on here. Or something. Oh, I barely made it.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
I just realized they kind of changed the dialogue there for the side quest. It's like, oh, you're going to Inazuma or whatever. Well, before I think they were like, oh, what are you doing on the ship? Get it, Mickey. And that was like pretty much it. But now that is like changing dialogue, I guess. So there's that.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against? Hello? Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1,
Careful.
but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
I'm planning on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal? muscle.
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a Vision Bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a Vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
But I have
See you in the
soup,
arena.
though.
Do you have soup? I don't know.
It's not bean soup, though.
Nope.
It's just chicken noodle soup. I was surprised to find it randomly
Hey,
in the
youngster,
cupboard in
are
the
you here for
kitchen.
the
I was
Crux
like,
Clash
"Oh."
too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also
so,
here for the tournament?
You
Then
better
damn
believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without
Right.
any
How
setbacks.
silly this guy's
I've
voice
passed
sounded.
every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful
Yeah.
business ventures, and seem to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing, a vision.
You have so
One
much
thing
self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament. I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys pay way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Chinksa Village Arm Wrestling Champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision?
Is it really them?
Why are they trying to enter the clash?
Voice.
I have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But but from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision though. Say for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
I'm the honorary knight, the Knight of Fifth.
Yeah, put that down. And also, defeated the Fatui Harbinger child.
Whoa.
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is
Is
the
it
most
really
dazzling
her?
track record I've ever seen.
Damn.
By a long shot. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings.
I'm him.
And
I'm
then
gonna do it
again,
anyway.
looking at the competition,
It'd be funny.
it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right? All right, it's showtime. You got this.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Right, time to fight.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
Yes, Mitsuru.
It would be kind of funny if I could just level this talent up.
Why?
The elemental
because it's...
striker.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah, it's like all gray and stuff.
Yeah. You're a dull blind.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto.
What a strange guy. He died kind of quick. What a loser.
Just like, oh shit. Okay, well they didn't do that, but
I knew I
just
wouldn't regret
saying that.
introducing you as the favorite. So,
I'm
what
saying
do you think,
anyone's funny.
Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also
Oh, yeah, that's
observed
right. I was
our
trying to
favorite
remember
exercise some
what I was
restraint,
talking about.
as if to protect the
The
opponent
content.
from
Seen so
serious
many times.
harm.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right then. I was
These
thinking
two
your inner
characters
poet might want to join
exactly
in the fun.
are the ones
but
that are on the
I guess I
McDonald's
shouldn't put you on
pie
the spot like that.
boxes.
oh yeah,
I still have a few
that's
of them.
right.
You know,
Beto's on the
a
one
lot
side,
of
and
competitors came to
Kazuha's
me
on the
saying how
other.
surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament, and since you signed up, we've had many
still
others
save
do
for
the
one
same,
for you,
with more than a
whenever
few
we
top-tier
meet
fighters among them.
In the other realm.
I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they
If you
stack
want it,
up
that is.
against you.
Unless you just think
Well,
it's garbage
since
or
everyone
something.
sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too.
I guess.
For one thing,
have four,
we
so
don't
if
want
you
you
wanted
wasting
to,
all
you
your
could
energy
have
in
two.
the early rounds fighting
If you
people
really
who
want.
are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about. We're finally here, folks. The rails show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very
I
well.
haven't forgotten why I'm here.
Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Pretty sure it's Suru with the Midwestern accent.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
Okay, follow me.
Yep. That's it.
At
3,
last,
2.
the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent.
You're a
Sweating
strong
all over.
opponent.
It's a
Oh.
good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow. Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick, so don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
And his nose is almost fully healed, and punch him in the nose again. Alright, it's broken again.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto.
It'll never heal,
Surely
right?
she's gotta know something.
Yeah, it's weird. It switches me back to the anime element because of that.
You just use that there. It's like, oh, she's using a vision! Cheater!
Kill her! Beto, Beto, Beto.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. And it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill.
If I can, I...
In fact, I discerned
What
this
is your
not from what
Patreon?
I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
Yeah, glad it's almost over.
Ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order. Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play.
No.
I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious
The
being.
sanctuary is but a vision.
Rating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Test it, in other words, freaking fight things.
It means I'm going to try my hardest to cut your head off.
Oh,
That's my skill.
What's the...
This starts turning into a flesh-eating worm.
that one, yeah, and then this is like,
No escape.
Maybe. I'm also thinking of like certain animations of like Game Grumps where Aaron just gets turned into like a contorting worm or something.
oh, when he's like burping aggressively.
I guess. I've seen it somewhere with some animation, I forget
Your
by who
skills
though.
in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with
Something
your
like that.
opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you.
Oh, I
Your
stopped talking
opponent is
because
skilled at
dialogue's
controlling his
happening.
breathing
But
and
you've seen
maintaining
many
balance,
times.
which enables him to
Gotta see it
execute
again.
moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma. So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria? Or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro-Archon before? With time, we will change.
Time.
But the Shogun will remain the
I
same.
will not change.
If you wish to find her, she will forever be here. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to
Shrinkles up.
eternity.
Oh.
The time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beidou.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
I want to do a joke so bad, but you're gonna get so upset with me.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance.
That's why I'm not gonna do
Ride
it,
the
because you're
winds
just gonna
upward.
get annoyed
From
with
there,
me.
we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
Hey, names.
You'll see.
Banana.
No pain, no gain.
Almost Adventure 32, baby. Like to keep going in the story
For
potential.
the 5th time.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Here!
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me!
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me!
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine! Fine! I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone differently.
There'll be consequences if we
I
resist
know an
any
empty threat
further.
when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know,
God, I'm
according
gonna
to
eat
the
it.
laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking
Break
gets me,
it,
then
eyes.
forget it.
Yeah,
I'll risk a fight.
bang his forehead.
What are you...
Yeah.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Be gone!
That's what Kazuma sounds like.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind.
What a pathetic little loser.
No further punishment for you.
Well, at T17.
What's wrong?
Let's
Are you asking
roll.
for more punishment? It's up to you. Such
Trying to
willingness
take
is
my
commendable
fries.
and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the
Forget
vision.
it. It's ever so slightly annoying
Nothing
Kazuha.
happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned.
You need to talk, like, you need to
Do
listen.
not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
Do not let my feelings trouble you. It's nothing.
Oh no. But yeah, no. His dead friend. I got killed by the Raiden Shogun, I guess.
No, is that what happened?
Yeah, he challenged I guess the people of the Raiden Shogun before the duel, before the throne, which is, as you know, is what the Traveler does with Signora, and well, the victor, you know, they live, the loser, which, as you know what happens in the story to Signora, since it was before the throne, gives the Raiden Shogun all the right to basically just fucking obliterate her, kill her, and that's basically what happened to Kazuha's friend.
Yes, she's like, shine down! Slices you in half.
But what really gets me, it's like, oh yeah, sure, the Traveler won, but oh, she goes to try and kill her anyways. I'm like, oh, cool, okay, I see.
It's called she's butthurt and thinks she'll never lose, basically, is what it sounds like.
And then, of course, as you remember, in that
Say, what?
cutscene-
You'll be to me! Shine!
Back to her ship!
And then, like, as you know, Kazuha steps in, saving her. Or him or her, depending on who you chose with the MC.
Honestly, it's been so long.
If you're looking for the
Forgot a little
captain,
bit
she
of
was
what
summoned by
happened
Lady
with
Ningguang.
Summoned by Lady
It seems
Ningguang.
that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her
Ningguang.
attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
As long as we can stop for McDonald's along the way, cause a
change
hub.
the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Adventure 32. Right on cue. Go to the Monsters Outfit store.
What's the hurry?
To do Genius Invocation TCG.
You want to take the card game, Chimney. I will T15.
Right, so talk to Catherine. I could be ready to go to Inazuma.
Kazuha talks like a redditor.
What the fuck? All I know is the Florida man himself really liked him and always kept recommending that I should vote for him because I guess he is quite literally a buff to everyone in the game.
I remember this. I was gonna mention this earlier, but I didn't know how to refer to him without not saying his names directly.
But basically, it's like, well, at least everyone that is able to mix elements in with the anime, basically. So like 4 different elements, 5. Yeah, 4 technically. Basically, he's a buff to all of them, including Amber. So, and not only that, he's also capable of just like kind of going up into the air while even climbing a wall. And to this day, I think even now, he's like still better than like even characters like Pacino or like Nala characters that are able to traverse walls, because sure, their abilities may be quite, you know, superior in Nala itself, but outside they're quite niche. But him, he could do it anywhere in the game. Still.
Yes, he is the embodiment of I'm him. Essentially.
Basically.
That's why he talks with such a
can you comprehend what's in store? We'll see you tomorrow. No.
What's happening? That's right, I gotta freaking level them up. I need to like defeat treasure hoarders. I should go and do that before I do the funny quest. The funny quest of going to getting absolutely railed by a freaking boar, I guess. So it like rams into me right when I come to the spot like every single time without fail. It's just like I'm like shit.
Come here. No, just kidding.
It'd be like that one Natlan enemy that's like just out of nowhere, just simply jabbing a sword forward.
Just like sword forward. Just like yelling like stubbed above those toes. Big toes.
The embodiment of sword throw.
Sword girl. I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, I just
Remember
said
that?
yeah. I remember like 6 years ago when I used to play VR chat, yeah.
Well, not that long ago, come on now. No, that'd be like practically when the game was available, practically. All I know is it came out publicly available, I think. Like officially, I guess.
It's like
public,
2016, 17.
Yeah.
Somewhere around
All I
there.
know, the point of reference is, oh yeah, basically when DLC was a thing, or was it first became a thing. To this day, still has a decent fan base, it seems. A little bit surprising, but you know, respectable. Stan Salvato himself seems like a decent guy. What's going on? Damn, he's getting like angry.
I got carried. I picked the wrong test subject. Done.
Holy. He's quite angry. Practically almost there for maxing out stamina. I could probably max the rest of it out in Inazuma though, since they made it possible with like every statue in the game now.
Freeze!
Was that? I think it's like up there.
Oh, so sorry.
Like I'll level up to 9 if I can. Okay. Probably just get the rest of the stuff.
Becomes
Level up the statue and Inazuma to level 3. Since I'll be over there anyways doing story stuff. There is like a Geoculus out here somewhere. Yeah, it's right there.
Cool it.
Gotta do one of these numbers.
Freeze. Cool it. What's the hurry?
Next to it, I think there's another one over here that I could probably pick up really quick. Man, I had to kill quite a bit of treasure hoarders just for Kaya.
Dodge this.
alive? Are you here to prove?
Cool it.
Resistance shine no longer.
What's the hurry?
Starfall!
Very Alright. I know for sure there's like a couple around here, but saw him flashing for a second. Yeah, right there. Right there.
Life was flashing before your eyes, yes.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to
Sometimes I feel that way too.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
You know, maybe I think I have actually experienced that like once, but I don't know when.
Never have been at the brink of dying, where you were conscious for it. Kind of.
The closest thing to that was like wasn't like doing so well in regards to my heart or whatever, like heart issue, complication. That was quite the experience.
It sounds like it.
And I was like, you know what? This must be it. I'll soon know the answer to life.
The reason you're here, so you have to deal with me.
This cannot
Yeah.
be.
I'm him.
I'm him, but on a whole other level. Also, I guess Essence has been playing the finals for a bit, hasn't
I'm nobody. I'm nobody. But also he said either he will be back sooner-ish, kind of, or he may not. And or if he comes back whenever he whenever he wants to, end up being possibly way later, we might be gone. Because of you going to bed for work, and or me just being gone because it's very late for me. That's what he said he was expecting.
I see, I see.
It's the finals. It was very investing. So.
See, yeah, he has this game that he plays a lot, and then I got this, but then you give me shit about this. You should be also equally giving him as much issue. In that regards.
It's kind of something he's done before. I really knew him on a personal level.
Alright, let's do the island out there with like the heart or whatever. That co-op
Bet you
related
can't
thing.
keep up with me.
Oh,
I'll race you there.
Yes. And the reason why you're mentioning is because it will remain never done
Surrender
until
will
you
be
do it
gentle.
randomly with the random at some point.
Though hypothetically, I could just like get my alternate account and do it that way, but I'm not sure if that'd be worth it.
And just pretend pretend you don't have any friends for like 5 minutes.
Nah.
See, everything in life can be done solo, which I understand.
Yeah, dude, you just don't understand it. Like, there's a way. When there's a will, there's a way. Nah. But, so I wonder if they even found things to enough for the statue here. How much will I need? Because it's like level 8, or hell, not even close. It's like decently up there, but it's not quite close to being anywhere near max, because I kind of just, as you know, I've been passively getting the stuff. Yeah, I think I might just see if I can continue the thing. Oh yeah, I kind of know why I was wandering around too anyways, because I was trying to find treasure hoarders. Okay, that's the sigils that I need. Which I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough of, but it's probably still not enough.
No.
It is still not enough. I gotta find more treasure hoarders. Also, because this early on, yeah, let's just say enemies like that don't really drop things as much as a higher world level enemy it does. It's like the only downside of the early game.
Close there. I don't know. Risking a lot.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, I could be going to Inazuma. Fuck. Alright, what do I need for this?
I'm just giving you a shot.
At least this one then.
Plenty more so.
Oh, yes, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. For the memes. Yeah, after defeating this last bit of treasure.
There's no end to this.
Should be enough. No, don't run, Husky.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
So enough.
Didn't think you were gonna get the chest.
Maybe.
It's not enough.
Fucking just barely. Probably. We'll see. Please.
Barely.
One more? One more? Aha. Like 2 actually. Bam.
Barely.
My brother's gonna need more level later though, for his talents and everything else.
Barely. Yes.
Because as you know, this game requires
It's
quite a bit.
always talents. You gotta be a talented kid.
There we have it.
Perfect size and Kaya. There we have.
It's a little bit more leveled up now.
It's a bit more caked up.
I guess so.
Like that guy said in the chat the other day, Kaya be looking a little thick.
I think yeah, they submit like the damage or some shit. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, he clarified. Yeah, but it's funny. You look thick.
I imagine he must have been like joking, but it's, yeah.
It was just funny, obviously. He did it on purpose, probably.
But I'll be back momentarily. I'm gonna get something.
Pancakes. 3 in the morning. I agree.
You know what they say.
Eating the high-calorie
Ad
Cheetos.
Astra Abyssosque. What can I do for you, traveler?
It's just Lay's. Yeah, that's what I don't get. It's like a big ass bag of Lay's barbecue chips, and that's only 150 calories. That is so odd.
Seeing like a regular size bag of Lay's
Party
chips.
size. Party size. And it says 150 calories on the back. And I'm like, okay, then so how does a small
I'm
ass
saying
teensy
it's
bag
for
of
the whole
Cheetos
bag.
is 150? Yes, it's the whole bag, I believe.
It's 150 calories for a serving size. A serving size is a certain amount of the whole entire bag. If you have to multiply the serving sizes in the back amounts for the whole calorie count. That's not how it works.
Nah, dude, you're lying. Nah, I'm joking though. But, however, thin slices.
Thin slices.
Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
I've been waiting all day for you.
The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning.
No.
Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway.
Oh shit. Okay, go to Inazuma now. Oh shit.
Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course. There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement.
Let's see. Find out how she always mentions the abyss. Like, aha.
Until we meet again.
All the
Ad
Catherine's
Astra
clones are probably working for the Abyss secretly.
Oh, it's kinda hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
It's like, oh yeah.
Well, if that's how you feel,
It's kind of like how
why not come
Paimon's
and find
probably
me when you
related to the
arrive?
Abyss as well,
I'll be
secretly.
awaiting you on
She's just
Narukami
hiding
Island.
it the whole time.
I forget what the thing in the title means. I think the word Genshin means like
title.
Like it was like something about the title of the game, Genshin Impact. It's like something about it's either false god or true god or something like that. I think it's like real god or something like that, and then it shows like Paimon's like halo thing she has there on like above the word Genshin of the title.
You are the real god.
As far as I know, at least in the lore, like if you ever gone to Akademia and read through every single books that you could collect down there in the whole game.
Have you done that?
Nope, I watched someone else do it though, and they told what all of it entails.
Watch someone else.
Like, yeah, this like this other guy said, yeah, I read every single book in Genshin Impact as of right now, and it took me 2 whole weeks. Like, damn.
I thought you were the Genshin mastermind. Someone's got you beat. Dang.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my
Goodbye,
message, I'll be heading back.
China. Totally
The ship
won't
is
be
currently
going
anchored
back
off of Guyan Stone Forest.
anytime soon.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
Alright.
Right, Cedric.
Invisible God. The Eternal God, yeah. Oh shit.
Lone ship in Guyan, this lone ship in Guyan, the lone ship in Guyan, the lone ship.
The freaking side quest, yeah. The activates when you enter on the ship. They're like, oh, what are you doing on here?
You're him.
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
I'm sorry.
Don't look too serious. I'm only
I'm
joking.
sorry.
You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The
Smash
nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Alright. Cutscene.
Uh-oh. It's not child.
Oh, hi there.
But you'd like him, he's a Mondstadt character, originally.
You sure kept me waiting, Captain.
You know, honestly, I thought you would like this
And
guy
it
out of all of
appears
them.
we have a couple of
Kept you
stowaways.
waiting.
Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
This is originally from Mondstadt and all. I thought you would like him.
Well, you see, Germany is not the only country
In the world.
No. It's kind of crazy.
Do you prefer Nikita over him then, in that case?
No. You're an idiot. I don't like any of the Lolly characters over any of the other characters in this game.
Cheetah.
I guess she's the ace in the hole. Hayon Yuxin Xiao.
Using Xiao.
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
Look who came crawling back.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Six of shit. No need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them.
Live on air
Even the
with
stormy
thousands
seas
of
can't
people.
keep rumors of these
No.
outlanders sterling
Oh.
deeds at bay.
Yeah, it just sounds like a raging lunatic.
Who is that? Wow, she's under hot fire now.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
We got this. Looking for a single deal.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Will I still be able to get the green card, the visa?
I'm looking at my gameplay at like 2 times speed and it's hilarious.
It's like, yeah, just like freaking out.
Last time interacted with Issa kind of was Lethal Company. 7 years ago.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was like once again, it was
Issa. Sweet.
Yeah, it was like one of those games where it's like play it once, and, no more.
Yeah, it's kind of like you with certain games too. Yeah.
No, don't stop.
Played
Hello?
up
Please
was
state your
the
name,
third
identity,
game.
and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
The game sucks.
Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules...
My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about
There's
that.
like this single part in the video.
All the single ladies.
Where,
All
like,
the
shit
single
goes
ladies.
crazy.
All the single.
Okay, your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
Hands up. Hands.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Have to
Well,
be him.
let's not forget that to everyday
tell
folk
you.
in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you
My
think.
journey must
I've got a
go
feeling
on.
we're going to get along very well.
Welcome
Now,
or
let's head
not.
over to the Outlander
Coming
Affairs
in.
Agency.
Burst for impact. Could say.
Most of the current
didn't
rules
shoot
were
him.
put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
A Kanjo Commission?
The music sounds
Yes,
so
one
hilarious.
branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and
Just, like,
managing the
stare
nation's
at your
wealth.
character's ass while listening
you really
to like
haven't heard of it before?
Spotify.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, dude, provide some nice.
This really provides. This could be Miku's ass too. I really think hard enough.
I still can't believe she's gonna be in Fortnite. I'm so hyped for that.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million.
I didn't
more.
notice this before, but
2 million?
I appear on the billboards. Like they have like holographic
That's right.
billboards,
1
and if you
million
get
per
like
applicant, which makes
good
2
enough
million
kills and
total.
stuff,
Don't worry.
they just show you on the
You
billboard.
can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 more a total.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee,
Oh
I think
yeah,
600 more.
this is the
should
tunnel
cover it
we
if I'm
always go
paying on
to,
their
and we
behalf.
always like
I'll
seal
treat you to
ourselves
dinner,
inside
too.
of it.
How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
Damn.
This is why I could never like Toma. He's just like, yeah, I'm him. Residence in.
Dude, watch when the bounce pad makes the cash out box go fucking crazy.
There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. The processing
So
fee
funny
is
you
just a figure of
laughed
speech.
after eating
The way
Sonic's
some
chili
here at the
dogs.
agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency.
Then they'll milk them for all their worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Yeah, it's just show up and like the Raiden Shogun's just like a real asshole. But then do her first character stroke class and everyone just seems to like forget that fact. I'm like, what the hell? No, they're not gonna lie.
Well, then they realize they're like, isn't like, wasn't she like, that like her autonomous like self she made doing everything like on autopilot?
Yeah, but everything was kind of issued from her directly.
Oh.
So, yeah. And here, there's like this one guy talking about being like, oh yeah, I believe this is like the worst story writing part of the game. Which, now that I look at it from that guy's perspective and just from another perspective, I guess, I'm like, yeah, I could kind of see it. It's kind of weird that in the story, yeah, a lot of people are like, oh dude, fuck the Raiden Shogun. But then you do her first character story quest after that whole spiel, after doing the story. Then everyone's like, oh, eh. I'm like, what? Why isn't there like not any like at least one person who's like still has resentment towards her for what they did and the shit that they put their people through?
Oh, what a stupid bitch. Amnesia.
It's just like I'm like I remember at the time playing through it, and I'm like, dude, why they just like 180 on this? What the hell? And some people were speculating, oh yeah, they probably didn't want to make the character too hated to the point that people wouldn't pull for her, so, yeah.
Precisely.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real
It's like
purpose
watching.
of your trip. Yes, given
I feel
that
like this
you're
is what your
Outlanders,
brain
it's
flashes
certainly
before
a
your eyes
lofty
before you die.
aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
Do you think like when you die you get like all your best
I was
moments in
going to
life?
say nothing is set in
Like,
stone when it comes
in, like,
to
you
who you will
two
encounter in
times
this
speed.
world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
It's kind of
But no, it'd have to be way faster than 2
innocence.
times speed.
Life flashing before your eyes. Finally, we were talking about this a little bit before you joined back.
Okay, I'll give it to you
Coincidentally
straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer's better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will
A little
take
bit
all
of
the
a dark
resources
topic,
I
but,
have at my disposal. but it
supposedly
can
your
be
brain
done.
still keeps going.
However, before
When you're
we
on like
get
the verge
there,
of death or whatever, and then it's just playing
connections
back.
come at a high price. You understand?
Kind of like in a weird way, it's just playing back your memories in a weird way. It's like your body's way of kind of
No,
soothing you.
In this instance, when I say
while it's
price,
happening.
I'm not talking about Mora. In fact,
like
there's no
making
real cost as such. It's just
I always thought
that
it was your body
if this
trying
is
to make
something you
sense of
really
the past,
want,
of
you'll
trying
have
to
agree
recollect
to
what
help
it can
other
before
people
it's all
solve
like
some of their
erased.
problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very
And
reasonable
then when
to
you
Paimon.
do kick
You're
the
the
butt,
man in
apparently
the
your brain
middle,
still keeps going
so
for a little
you
bit
have
longer,
to trade
more than
favors
everything
to
else in the
keep
body.
everyone indebted to you.
Damn.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Alright, gotta talk to this guy. Be like, oh yeah, we're here to help.
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Oh,
good.
Oh, my hat
That's a
is a
relief.
little too big for my head.
You
Quit
need to be
asking
careful,
about it.
or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on Rito, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for Crystal Marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy
Just
from them
that
because the
stupid
tax
bitches made
decree
me pass
forces us
go
to.
too many times. Not been able to
It's a
collect
vicious
$200.
cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
Shit, there's so much fucking...
It's kind of crazy how early Fontaine is mentioned here.
Oh yeah, I think it's mentioned in
I've
like
actually done business with him in the
Mondstadt
past,
or
but
Leeway as
after
well.
a point he stopped contacting us.
Same with Sumeru and
I have no idea where he sources this stuff.
Snezhnaya, of course.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
It's still decently early in the game.
That's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down.
Still fairly early in the
If I
game.
remember correctly, our
it's-
usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district.
Actually,
See if you can find him.
Actually,
she mentioned 2 regions ago. Just weren't paying attention. Release.
Oh yeah, and then also there's that one guy that's your favorite guy, I guess, when he comes around. Liben mentions the regions.
No, he's just like asks for like used plastic bottles and like toilet paper rolls, and he's like, "Oh, here you go, promo gems for your trash."
What the hell? Give me a second, that was getting kind of messy.
Can't believe you.
I nearly broke my headset. Almost.
My pray tell is that.
So I was trying to take them off without like really touching them because my hands were all like all messy and shit. And then
Well, just gotta take one for the team. Wipe off the crumbs on the headset.
it also almost like probably would have gotten my hair too. So then I probably would have had to wash my hair, I guess.
Yeah, just gotta take a quick shower, you know.
Oh, I wish. But house is exactly not the best.
Fuck.
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
Oh,
so, what do you need with me?
From Leeway.
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
Ah, Warner. Guy from Mondstadt, I believe.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Really?
Got
it. All you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
Let's see.
Look, I'm just gonna offer him a game box. Then he'll want to open up to me.
Here's a game box. You want it?
You know you'll like it.
You're telling me you kids
What are you doing
don't
back
want
here?
a game box?
Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Oh, that's right. He's from Monster or some shit. Yeah.
I haven't want to be faster.
Goodness, I can
Is
sense
it
it
is
now.
it from Monster
So
or is it just
familiar,
like
but
lived
I
there
can't
most of his
remember
life?
the
I
last time
forget.
I was there.
He was born there and then got into the trade,
Yeah.
the business between Leeway and Inazuma. Got trapped here when.
Yeah,
Right,
so
so
he's
it was like, all right.
Yeah, some reason.
Fuck you.
The scent of
Some reason I
Mondstadt.
thought Leeway. I
Oh,
forgot.
how
I guess
it
it was
takes me
Mondstadt.
back.
Mondstadt. This guy's like, oh.
Oh, my hometown, the home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
Oh, it's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to. Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leo Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves, the calls of the merchants, Xiao lanterns.
Never
I'm
be
right there at the
extinguished.
lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Liyue. Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves.
Some more.
I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across
No,
the
you can't
ocean.
mention. Nope. Only I can. No, I'm joking.
I've run into folks from the association
You
more than
dare
a few
challenge
times doing
the
just that,
Genshin
but I always hide my
master.
face and slip away.
I'm no Genshin master.
Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Oh, but you didn't want to be.
No one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough, so I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world. Alright, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on. Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose.
Let's go.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Take a left turn, yeah. Yeah. Keep walking.
Should I close her? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Gotta do. Kuno.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the trade association
Required
still
genetically
needs to be brought into line.
preserved and contained as a 15-year-old girl
Well,
for 500 years.
what was that sound?
What was that? I swear I just heard
Be
something.
hearing things.
Must have been the wind.
Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
What was that? I swear I just saw something. Must have been the wind.
Right, bitch, stick him up.
Also, are you yelling at me?
What could he be doing in a place like this?
No.
It looks like he buried something over there. Why don't we take a look?
Hey, did you ever have spicy candy?
I know there's like hot tamales that we're talking about. I don't know if I've ever had those or not.
A ledger. Boring.
Yes.
Hyman thought he'd hidden a big pile of more.
I don't know if I've ever had those or not. I'm sure they're not terrible.
Let me take a look here. Aha, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Carice the good news, shall we?
Wish.com.
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
Meaning,
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
counting.
Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Careful now.
Toasters flying around in the sky.
Can't forget this, like...
Just always know and keep in mind you're him.
Nope. I was never him.
You are the Xbox addictions, Genshin addictions.
You want some game boxes? Got a whole stockpile of them right here. You know what I remember distinctively?
Opens itself. The bottle opens its. What do you remember?
Well, actually, and I won't say that here. I mean, it's nothing too bad, but.
What is it pertaining to?
Someone with us right now. That's all I'll say. But don't worry, nothing bad. It's just something funny that I remember.
I'm guessing it's more private. You wouldn't want on stream.
Kind of private, but it's nothing like it's like pretty harmless.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree.
I can
The
DM
rules are
to
the
me,
rules.
I
No
guess, if you
discounts, no
want.
exceptions,
Unless
and
they're
no
regulated,
excuses.
which we'll see if I remember.
And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us.
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a
Taxes.
look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this, hmm?
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and
Boom.
prestige.
Come
Though
on,
I'm
Wiki
sure
Boss,
Commission
give
members
me
won't
a
blame you once
single
word gets out.
fucking
Huh?
thing.
Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not
God
at
damn
all.
it!
I'm simply stating that
What
it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as
I've been
yourself
trying
were
to
to have
get
their
a great
reputation
sword.
tarnished.
Bill it.
Well, even if what you say is true,
or
What do you
like
suggest we
a
do about it?
frickin' catalyst. Fucking goddamn it.
Let's see. Your best bet, if you want to be guaranteed one of those, is to level up the tree in Inazuma, or the tree that I'm sure you don't have unlocked in Sumeru, because that involves the 5-hour-long R&R quest, and or the Fountain of Lucien and Fontaine. Except I think those things uses different ones, but you could like transform them into the other ones with the dream solvents. But and then there's also an Atlan, like weird safe vault thing that you could level up from how many sigils you have.
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Ugh. Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. You
hand
outlanders
in
have
my
no
pocket.
respect for the rules. Seize the
Thanks
merchants.
for the help.
We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
That's pretty cool.
This is going in a bad
I
direction.
like how good the capture is on
come
that.
now.
I might
Is
have to
there
mess
any
with my
need
mic
for this?
settings.
If
so.
there's a dispute to resolve,
So I sound
let's get a drink and
better.
talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission. Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business
Wake up,
meddling
Steven.
in retailers' affairs.
I'm leaving. Too bad.
Careful now. Keep it cool, keep it classy, stay happy.
You'll be happiest when I don't take up as much of your time.
Nah. But yeah, get some good sleep though. Be sure to pay for the now $400 pop-up parade Monica figure.
He left like.
He already left? Damn.
Yeah, he left like.
Like so quick. Well, then again, I can't hear it because I do have OBS open, so it's like muting my Discord sounds unless I disable it right now. But yeah, no, you're messing with the thing. The thingy.
Fun.
Of course not, of course not.
Capture stuff,
Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
So you're playing Gunji Impact.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax
Goddamn.
collection
I have all
Ashigaru
shit
will tread
now.
a little more carefully in the future.
What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else. Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. Alright, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Oh, dude.
Straight to the point.
What if there's like a
Let me
Genshin challenge
reintroduce
where it's like,
myself.
see how far you can get without having the status effect wet?
Well, actually, they technically did do that ages ago, kind of, but not really. That freaking food delivery event or whatever. Like, you had to, like, make a delivery, right? And you had to reach, like, NPCs that were, like, sitting on, like, the most absurd spot. And you had to do it by meeting certain conditions, like, oh, if you glide once, you fail. You take fall damage, oh, you fail. Get the wet status, you know, touching water or whatever, oh, you fail.
Dude, can you imagine you got really far, but then it started to rain?
See, that's the thing, too. It would still rain, and that would also cause you to fail. There's, like, an old footage. Like, matter of fact, it's, like, so old because it's, like, a person running around with Barbara with her old English voice. Oh my goddamn.
I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity
Empty
a
boat
secret from
of
us this whole
1,000
time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend. You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading. Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going. Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Kimura Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates, who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Gotta go to the Kanjo Commission.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Huh. Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
It's crazy how oppressive freaking Inazuma is when you first show up to this place in the game.
Yeah. Like, under, like...
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all. Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Qingxian. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Qingxian, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
Halt, you two!
What do we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick! Let Paimon see! So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on? Huh? Have you been up to something behind Paimon's back? Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
Oh man.
You finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato.
I guess Kyle's on, but he's probably on the Zenless Zone 0.
This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
At this point, it's pretty late though, so probably to be for some other time, whenever we can arrange that whole spiel.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamaji of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise. To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun. We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is... Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
Yes. Just Kyle be doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Right now, I gotta interrogate him and be like, okay, why'd you do that? No, I'm joking. Whee! first of many.
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent
I
to
gotta
Watatsumi
Yes.
I'm gonna make some chicken. Chaka.
No, you can't.
My lady, this is an unexpected honor.
Because
You
that
are
woman
correct.
right
These
there.
goods have been repeatedly
The same one
requested
voiced
by the
by
Kanjo
Madame
Commissioner.
Shepard's VA.
We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady. You heard her. There's no time to lose.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it. You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Cool it.
There's no end to this.
My lucky day. Don't get frostbite.
Monster sighted! Prepare to counterattack!
Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
Watch out! More monsters inbound!
Lady Hiragi, stay close.
Freeze! Hit the fairy! Fall before me! Dodge this! You win! This.
Alright.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested
Chicken
Kamachi to
sandwich.
grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us. I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What? No, I was just clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But What will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food, or something to that effect.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
Goddamn. Give me half a chicken sandwich.
Ah.
Alright, I better give this letter to the Kamaji guy, unless I want to not have a free passage of being able to go in and out of Rito. I wonder how long ago it's been since I started the funny. Let's see. Yeah, in 10 days I was able to make it to Inazuma. In the story, at least. And I'm at Venture Inc. 32.
What's the hurry?
If I keep this momentum up, it'll be all peachy keen.
Catch the wind.
Let's see if I can get any, yeah, you know what I saw that was just kind of weird and funny? So like it's like an image, right? It's like the scene from the movie, right? With Georgia is like a guy on the train.
Try not to enjoy.
But instead it's Arataka Ito holding an Oni Kabuto, that needle or whatever. And then just Paimon looking at him.
What's the
my god.
He's giving like the devilish grin ever. I'm like, what?
How fortunate.
But yeah, I guess Kyle's still here with us in spirit via my stream, I guess. That's still ongoing. I'm pretty sure he's like the only one watching though. Okay, I do want to get this right here. Yes, give it to me, it's mine.
What's the hurry?
Okay. And just temple ourselves back to this. Let's talking to Seth at work about the Pyro Archon, right? Talk about like how weirdly out of place and ridiculous Pyro Archon's ability kind of is.
Yeah.
With her just having a motorcycle, I'm like, seems kind of odd considering what like Natling's kind of supposed to be. Like its location and what it's based off of, but then that's like, oh, you got this like character here who could just
quite the fun.
Pull out a motorcycle. I mean, with the Kachina with the drill, it kind of makes sense to some extent. It seems somewhat fitting.
Yeah, I don't understand like the motorcycle, but I guess this nation's supposed to be vehicles, which is weird, or like some sort of like reversal shit.
Let's
yeah,
get down to
the
business.
Saurians, prehistoric things.
Oh, what's
the ferry?
New game. I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Kamori Tea House!
Kind of funny, the dialogue just got cut off by like some kind of side quest, I can only assume.
You know when you're trying to do something, and then like now that they have the NPCs just walk up to you and
Come a little
closer.
closer.
They're like, hey.
They're like, hey you, and I'm like, oh no,
no, get away from me.
Do my quest. I'm like, oh.
You're in for a little shock.
Yeah, just walk into the vicinity and it activates.
And we're trying to get the waypoints and shit, and they're like, hey you, give them to my quest now.
Alright, let's get this started. After 20 minutes of dialogue here, unvoiced by the way. Okay, alright, now we'll let you go.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
It's just like, just let me play the game. That's what it feels sometimes. Oh yeah, I should probably grab the funny pizza that's in Inazuma. Yes, give it to me. That recipe, oh, all these recipes are mine. That's mine too. Alright, nice. Got all the recipes in the world. That's a lot of fucking books. Holy sh. Alright, careful now. Oops, 2000.
Come a little closer.
Yeah, do you ever think you'll do a no-hit run of the Spiral Abyss? Which is probably, to be quite honest, probably really impossible. Let's rise Storm Chasers. I guess that side quest. Yes, give me all the recipes. Mine now. Okay, so this is important because I need the travel permit to be able to go in and out of Rito.
Man, I don't know what the fuck. So you know Dying Light, right?
Yeah.
They like butchered the second game. And like in a desperate way of trying to get people to love the game again, they came out with like, they're like, okay, we know how you guys didn't like how he took Kyle out of the equation. Kyle Crane, the main protagonist, right? Yeah. We killed him off, yeah. Okay, he's alive now. Like, he didn't die. He's alive. Man survived the nuke. He's okay.
What the f- Just like they pulled it out of their ass.
Yeah. It's I don't know what their excuse is. They're like, oh, that basically never happened. A lot of those endings don't matter. That's not the real ending, where you nuke the place. It ends with you being alive, and so now he's here. I'm like, dude, you're too late. You're too late to have Kyle Crane here, and also that you fucked the entire storyline up by being like, oh, we cured the infection, but then when we had a cure, we obtained some of it, and then fucked with it some more, and then accidentally released it again. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, yeah. And it also sent the world into like world-ending scenario. So now the whole world's like this, and everybody's infected now, and you have to basically rely on like antizin and shit to survive. And I'm like, oh, cool. And they just, I don't know. The game looks great. The physics and everything look cool. Environment's cool. It's just like they completely fucked it, and they fucked how weapons are too. Like they made it so like weapons durability like have a stupid thing where they just suck now. It's like, yeah, sure, the hardcore engine's better, but like they fucked it, like story-wise and gameplay. And then they're like, oh, now our main protagonist is here, the one everybody cares about. He's here now. Don't you guys like it? It's like, dude, we're already done with your game right now. We're focusing on the new games right now.
It's like, hey, look, we thought you cared about this. What? Oh.
Man, I want another Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Fuck. Okay, I want a Philly cheesesteak.
Oh. Alright there, finish that quest and now I can freely leave and enter Rito at my disposal. That's the right word for it, but or at my will, I guess. That's a more better way to put it. Egg rolls, oh shit. That's the good stuff right there. Even more recipes to be learned. That reminds me, freaking. There's a couple things I could get in leeway here.
Microwave my shit. Microwave my shit.
Add astra.
Difficult choice here. Let's try this new daily commissions and stuff. Go to Komori Tea House. See, I would, but I think I'll put a stop to the storage here for now. Now that I'm able to go there. It's kind of late, anyways.
Yeah.
And just do some like side, like I guess not as important stuff, such as going to the Northland Bank and being like, yeah, take this like bag of Mora and give me the actual Mora. Nice. Oh, that's like invisible or something.
Candy cane.
No, you can't be having candy cane. However, I do remember there was a weird bubblegum candy canes though.
Mm-hmm.
X Incognito.
Auto reconfiguration is an essential
But yeah, no. Bam. I'll find a way to do this. Alright.
Boom, boom.